Peace, everybody. This is Misty Moon, and I am an integrative health coach for women. And my purpose is to help women heal physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And today, I just wanted to be candid with you and just share a little bit about myself. My birthday's coming up, and I'm going to be 42 on July 31st. And the reason why this is significant, the reason why I feel what I have to share will be inspiring and will be helpful to anyone, any female out there who's struggling. This time last year, I was in a mental hospital for trying to commit suicide. And it was my ninth attempt within a 30-year time frame. I did the math. I've been suffering with depression for 30 years, from 11 until 41. And I thought that I was fucked. I thought that there was no way that I was going to get better because I studied psychology. I was a certified health coach. I'm a certified holistic health practitioner, a certified yoga instructor. I've done metaphysics, studied Homeric magic and the Kabbalah and all these things. And I couldn't figure out, why can I get healed? I'm helping other people heal themselves, but why can't I heal myself? And it took me completely just falling apart and reaching my beyond rock bottom, going into the dark night of the soul in order for me to get the knowledge and the tools that I needed in order to heal. Now, I subscribe to a truth that our souls choose our destiny, in a sense where our souls choose what lessons that we are here to learn as humans in order for our souls to evolve to the next level. I've always believed that. I've always been very hyper aware of thoughts like that. Even as a child, at 4 years old, I used to play this game where I would sit in the lotus position. We called it Indian style. That's what they call it in elementary school back then, because this education system here is whacked. But I would sit in the lotus position at 4 years old and close my eyes and ask myself, who am I? What am I? If I wasn't Misty, then who would I be? I would ask that question over and over and over again. So at a very young age, I've always been very just curious and introspective. And so I truly believe that our souls choose, like I believe that I chose to be African American, to be born with the parents that I had, the type of trauma that I had growing up, to be born in the United States, to be born during this particular time in human history. And while I was in the depths of my darkness, of course, I couldn't understand it that way. But now that I've been able to come full circle, I'm like, oh, okay, this makes a lot of sense. And also, I truly believe that healers and empathics, that we get it the worst. Because as healers, how can we know how to help heal other people unless we've healed ourselves, right? So it's like the deeper that one can go, like shamans. That's what shamans are known for. Shamans are known for going into the underworld and to be able to come out with knowledge and wisdom to be able to assist other people in their healing process. So I truly believe that that's been my destiny. And now I know for a fact, now that I've come out of it, and I know there's going to be other challenges, but that depression, that energy, that demon, that dark force that was plaguing me for 30 years is gone. It's gone. After 30 years, it's gone. And I'm a living testimony that you can absolutely heal yourself. You can heal yourself. You can do it holistically. You can do it with a proper diet. You can do it with exercise, with sunlight, with doing all the things to help rise your vibration. But it's more than that. You have to have a support team. You have to have a spiritual practice. You have to connect to God as you understand God. That really is the key to it all. Because I grew up religious. My father's a preacher. And I've always struggled with Christianity. I don't resonate with it. And so when I finally was able to have my own dialogue, have my own connection, that's when everything shifted. And then I was able to let go of trying to control of how I think my healing should look and how I think my life should unfold. And yeah, it's one thing to have intentions and to have goals, but once you have those intentions and goals, you have to let spirit take it from there. and allow yourself to be guided through spirit. And that's something else that I'm learning. Heart math. It's a thing now. Look it up. Meaning that our heart has its own intelligence. Our heart has the highest magnetic frequency in our body than the brain. So when you connect to your heart, when you allow yourself to be guided through your heart, and think about all the terms we say, oh, he's coming from the heart. Oh, he's guided from the heart. Oh, that was full of heart. There's something to that. So when you get out of your ego, out of the mind chatter, and into your heart, you can't lose, no matter how difficult the situation may be. So I just felt called to make this video. I'm pushing myself beyond my comfort zone because this is part of my healing. And I truly believe that to switch things around, to get out of that negative mind chatter, you got to start doing everything different, getting up different at a different time, eating different foods, surround yourself with different friends. If you have friends that are toxic, change your community. Luckily, I have a pretty solid community, but change your community if you have to. Your room, is your room a mess? Do you need to clean it up? Do you need to get rid of certain clothes in your closet? You have to do everything. The moment I got home from the hospital, the first thing I did was clean out my closet. Just got rid of all the crap that I don't need anymore, just everything. Like I spent the first 2 weeks just like cleaning the house. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm gonna be real. It's not easy. The recovery was not easy. Not easy. Even after I got out of the hospital, like it still took so much work. But the difference between now and in the past is that I have a support team in place. I have a connection to my higher self in place. In addition to the diet, in addition to exercising and eliminating alcohol and drugs and all those things that also creates imbalances in the body. You have to do a complete shift. It's the only way. So I'm coming out. I was in a mental hospital last year for trying to commit suicide. I went to John George. I don't know if any of you have heard of that. It's in San Leandro. It was a fucking nightmare. An absolute nightmare. Like what you think about mental hospitals, that's what it was. And I was there for 3 nights, and then I was transferred over to a live-in facility called John Muir. And I was there for 2 weeks, and that's where my healing began. That's when everything started to shift, and I have not been the same since in a good way. I got introduced to certain terms. I got properly diagnosed. I realized that I had trauma, unprocessed trauma that I didn't realize I had. And so I got the opportunity experientially to bridge the science, the medical world with the holistic world. And that's another thing too. I feel like those who are natural and holistic have an aversion towards Western medicine. It has its place. I always say that if I get hit by a car, I don't want to go see an acupuncturist. If you can find that beautiful balance between the two, that also creates sustainability. So I still take medication right now. I have no shame around that. It's just I have this imbalance, and so it's helped me to get myself balanced. But in addition to that, like I said, I have a solid spiritual practice. I see a cognitive therapist. I have a coach that I work with. I have all these things in place to keep me sustainable. And like I mentioned, I have not felt the energy of depression in I don't know how long. So it takes everything. It takes some work. It takes trial and error. Like at first things weren't working. I was like, is this really gonna work? And then I just kept being diligent and trusting and being diligent and trusting. And then it just came into place. And so if you are dealing with depression, if you know someone that's dealing with depression, let them know that it's possible. It's possible to heal it. It's going to take a shitload of work. But if you want to live, if you want to be happy, if you want to enjoy this amazing life, you got to put in the work. So yes, that's what I wanted to share. And my birthday is July 31st, and I'm throwing a birthday party. I want to invite everyone into my morning practice. It's going to be at 6:03 a.m. And the reason why it's 6:03 a.m. because that's when I was born. And I've been getting up at 5 o'clock every morning and doing my practice, and it's just everything to me. And so I want to celebrate my birthday doing that. So I'm going to have a Zoom link. I'm pre-recording a sound healing So all you have to do is just tune into the link, put your headphones on, and just listen to the sound healing, to be intentional for about 10 minutes. And that's it. That's it. That's all I want to do. I want to share being intentional with whoever wants to share that with me. And I just, again, want to encourage you, if you're struggling and you don't know how to get out of it, just start doing things differently. Start surrounding yourself with people who have high vibrations. Give me a call. All my information is there. Go to my website, email me. If you just need to chat, just reach out to me. Sometimes it just takes conversation, and it's not going to be easy. It's not just going to be like, oh, just say 10 affirmations, you're going to be fine. No, it's going to take work, but at least I can be a starting point for you. If you're listening to this message and you're dealing with depression, there's a reason. At least I can be some type of beginning to that process through a simple conversation. So that is my share. I would love for you to join me on my birthday. I'll have the Zoom link out soon. To all my friends who are watching this, I love you all. It was also because of you that I was able to get through this. And this is just me being courageous and being 100% transparent. And this is also part of my healing and part of my journey, part of my alignment with being a healer. It starts with me. And so the last thing I want to say is numerology. Well, two more things I want to say really quickly. Part of also your healing is knowing yourself. Know thyself. That is the reason why that's a very wise, ancient term, know thyself. The more you know yourself, the more that you can be in alignment with your purpose. And the more in line with your purpose, then you're unstoppable because you're living from your heart, you're living from your higher self. And so one way to get to know yourself is through learning about human design and numerology. So I just want to share this in conclusion. So with numerology, when you add up the letters of your name, it equals your life path. And then when you add up the numbers of your birthday, the dates, that also represents a different number as well. So for me, both my birthday and my name both equal a 9. And I just made the connection. I'm born at 603, which also equals a 9. And 9s are all about saving the world. It's all about humanity and living with purpose and fighting for a cause. So I'm just clearing it out loud that I am completely in alignment with helping as many women as I possibly can, specifically women dealing with depression. At first, I was working with fibroids, and that was just the beginning. I was just trying to figure out my way. And for all those who were my fibroid group, I'm sorry that I just dropped the group, but it is what it is. But my alignment is with depression because it's what I know the most. And the fact that I've been able to overcome it, I feel like I'm mastering it. There's still a lot more for me to learn, but this is where I'm supposed to be. So I'm just saying it out loud. I'm claiming it. So anyway, long-winded message. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. I didn't know what I was going to say, but I just been feeling called just to put myself out there and and just be vocal about my past and what I'm doing and what I'm here for. So I hope that you all are feeling in alignment with your path and that you're doing what you're passionate about. And again, if you need any support, if you know anyone that's dealing with depression or if you're depressed, please reach out to me, even if it's just a conversation. All right? Okay, so I hope you can join me on my birthday, 6:03 a.m., July 31st. I'll send out a Zoom link and just come and be intentional with me for 10 minutes. Okay, everybody, much love and light to you. Okay, peace.